Will GWAV squeeze all the way upwards of the $20 to $30 levels once again, or is this a ticker which is glory days are behind it? You should be locking your profits or cutting your losses and walking away from. What's up, trend friends? Today, let's clean GWAV under three different lenses: the why, the what, the where. The why, we're going to be doing a catalyst breakdown. The what, we're going to be doing some stock analysis. The where, I'm going to be telling you guys where to get in and where to get out. Now, without further ado, if this is the type of content you guys like, hit that freaking subscribe button. We only have one goal: to be at 40,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Call me crazy, but I think we can do it. So let's get to work. So when it comes to the GWAV, guys, this is a ticker which has gone on a massively parabolic rally all the way from the freaking $8 levels all the way upwards of $24 per share, at its peak being up over a whopping 200%. But what the hell is really happening here, right? Why is it running? We want to know the why. We want to know the why so then we can go ahead and anticipate the longevity of this whole thing. We want to anticipate the longevity of these gains and whether or not they're sustainable, meaning the stock can hold these gains and build upon them from here on out, or is it just a move that's going to be here today, gone tomorrow, right? In the case of GWAV, the company came out and actually announced that their technology, their green wave technology, has now been the solution to curing cancer. Everybody, that's right, they cured cancer. It says it right over here. No, it does not say it right over there. There's no news. There is no news. There is no news at all. There's no news at all. There's no news. There's no news that I can find. Okay? Now, when there's no news that you can find, what that really means is that there's no news. There's no real news. Can there be rumors? Can there be this? Can there be that? Yeah, but that's not really applicable news, is it? It's really not, okay? So the ticker's been running based off of no reason. Now, I'll tell you guys why the ticker's actually running, but first, let's go over and rank the news. So the news is going to be bad, right? Now, is it bad news? No, it's not bad news, but it's poor based off of the price action, right? So the next thing which you want to look at is going to be the what analysis, right? The what analysis. Now, when it comes to the what analysis, you need to make sure that you're doing stock analysis, not company analysis. Company analysis and stock analysis are two different things. When it comes to the stock, supply and demand is your bread and butter. Supply and demand, supply and demand, supply and demand. That's all you want to look for. So first things first, how much supply does this ticker have to begin with? Well, when we go over here, it's got a 500K float. So no wonder this shit is just ripping to the upside and ripping to the downside and ripping left and ripping right. Because the supply is so limited, the supply is so small that a freaking small amount, we'll say a relatively strong amount of demand can cause it to have these massive swings to the upside and to the downside. Because when you go over here to this float market cap, its float market cap is sitting at 8.27 million shares. Or $8.27 million, 8.33 million. So it's extremely volatile. So for its volatility, we want to put it as amazing. All right, volatility is going to be amazing. Now, the next thing which we want to look at is going to be their finances. Why are we looking at their finances? Because going back to that financial, that stock system of supply and demand, the number one reason why stocks move is because of supply and demand. Now, we've figured out the demand. Okay, well, the supply is limited, but is there a probability where the company will sooner than later be adding more to this demand? Is there a probability that the company will go ahead and add to this supply, rather, not to the demand, to the supply by raising funds, whether it's a direct offering, public offering, whatever it is, right? Them going ahead and adding more shares to the markets. The number one telltale sign that a company is going to do this is if they're financially distressed. So when we go over here, these numbers are based off their most recent SEC filings. The company right now has negative 900K in the bank, and they're burning $4.3 million every single quarter, leaving them with 0 months. They're broke. They have no money. They're in debt. They have no money at all. Negative 900K cash. That means if something's free, GWAV can't afford it. That's what that means. Negative. Okay? Insane. Insanity. So, overall, we're going to go over here, right? And we're going to put this cash as terrible. Now, the next thing is going to be predicting the odds of dilution is going to be historically. Oh, look, would you look at that? Historically, they've been very dilutive. Right now, their overhead supply is low, but guess what? This overhead supply is going to go up. I'm telling you right now, sooner than later, this week, you're going to hear about an offering from GWAV. You know, I would not want to be a holder of GWAV. I would not want to be a holder of GWAV at all. Okay? I would not want to be a holder of GWAV. Now, let's see. Institutional ownership is on 2.1%. Terrible. Actually, it's not terrible, so it's fine. Let's go over here. Let's see GWAV. Let's see what GWAV's doing from a short perspective. Up 56% the past trading day. Horrible. It is down 25% the past week, but it's up 56% the past trade. Horrible. Short interest is terrible as well, but we can put it as bad. Now, listen, going back to this news topic, all right, going back to this news topic, let's say the news was amazing, okay? This is for all the dorks that are gonna come in my section, in my comment section, and be like, you lost me at there's no news. There's actually, the CEO actually scratched his ass this morning. There's amazing news. Fucking morons. Anyways, we're gonna say, let's say it's amazing news. Bro, with this bullshit over here, I'm still not touching this. I'll tell you guys at what levels I'll be a buyer. I'll tell you right now at what levels I'll even want to go near this ticker. I want to be a buyer around 12. Okay? Around 12, I'll be a buyer. At around 12 bucks to bounce to 13.50, that's where I would be a buyer of this ticker. And listen, you know what? It could rip to 600. It could. It's fine. Because at the end of the day, trading is about being consistent. A lot of you guys think that trading is just about making money. You find the chaos in trading why you're trading. Do you know why I trade? Money. Money. Something a lot of you guys do not see trading. You don't. You know why you don't? Because you think every time something is moving, you need to be moving with it. So when I tell you guys that, hey, when it comes to trading, this is the paradox of trading, right? You're either buying something that's more expensive and it's more bullish, or you're buying something that's more bearish but it's cheaper. You're buying it at a discount. For a stock like Gwav, up over here, way too overpriced. I want it down at 12. That's where I would enter. And today, down at 12, that's where I would enter. Now again, this is just my take. You can do whatever you like, all right? I'm a very conservative trader as well. You guys got to understand, right? That's kind of where I come from. I'll tell you guys my mantra when it comes to trading, right? And maybe you can kind of piece together, you know, how I go about trading in general, right? In my trading career. Let's see, actually. Let's see if they had the freaking reverse split or something recently. Maybe that's also why the float is so little and the stock's going crazy. Dude, I'm forced. Oh, look at this. They literally had a reverse split. Yeah, they had a reverse split like freaking 2 months ago. Okay, that makes sense. So the float's super tiny, and then of course it's bound to pop. That makes sense. That clears some things out for us right there, right? Don't it? Beautiful. Anyways, overall, not a big fan of this ticker. And I'll tell you guys, going back to my mantra when it comes to my trading mantra is this: not making money is not losing money, but not losing money is just as good as making money. Too many of you guys are desperate. Let me tell you something. The markets, they can smell desperation. They can smell it on you. They can smell you shaking to press keys to make money. Oh, I want to make money. The more keys I press, the more money I make. Oh, money, 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 money. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. All right? This is a game of patience, my friends. This is a game of patience. That's what it is. It's a game of patience. You need to wait. You need to wait and wait and wait and wait. You know, one of my favorite articles of reading when it comes to trading was the 2023, I believe it was 2023, January 2023, I think that's when it came out, is a Bloomberg article, okay? And I think everyone should go ahead and read it. And it pretty much says, this is the article of the article, this is the title of the article. It goes, want to succeed on Wall Street? Learn poker, not economics. Trading is very much like poker, in a sense where it's player versus player, and you need to wait until the right setup falls into your lap. And then you play, and then you play. If you've ever played poker, you don't just play every single hand that's dealt to you and try to make money from it. No. No, you don't do that. You do not do that. You wait. You wait, you wait, you wait for the perfect setup. So if I'm telling you guys I'm buying it at 12, guess what? 12 may never come. It's kind of like, let's say you're playing poker and you're betting on the river or the flop to give you a straight, let's say, or a double pair. Oh, it doesn't come? Okay, well, yeah, it didn't come. All right, well, I'm not going to play this hand. Fold. That's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. This is why the Top Trader Academy students, this is why the Top Trader Academy members have been crushing it month after month after month. Are their gains insane? Oh, it's 6,000%. I brought in 6,000% this month and then I lost it the next month. No. No, it's not. 20%, 30%, 15% gains on a month. But you extrapolate that over a year and you go, wow, that's real wealth building. Different people are trading for different reasons. Some people are trading for, oh, I want to flip this $100 and maybe I can buy a car. Okay, you go do that. Other people, they want a reliable source of wealth creation. That's what I do. I understand the opportunity I have over here. I don't treat this shit like Vegas. You know why? Because Vegas exists. The fuck I gotta treat this as like Vegas? Makes no sense. Now listen, if you're tired of losing, if you're tired of chasing these stocks and getting your butt whooped, if you're tired of seeing your portfolio go down lower and lower and lower and lower, or you're smart enough and you have the foresight of knowing that that's where it's gonna go, check out our community. Our community right now is on a 50% sale. It will give you access to all my day trade alerts. This is what it looks like. I'll give you access to my day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, lessons, one-on-one access, Q&A, around the clock. You name it, we got it. This is what our alerts look like. We give it a ticker, we give it an entry, we give it an exit. We tell you how many shares to also buy. This was literally yesterday, MVTX. Bang, this morning. We crushed it. It's very easy, it's very simple. Like this. SOUX, 42. So we give you an entry, we give it an exit, we tell you how many shares to buy in your 10K account. We use a 10K account as a benchmark. So let's say you have a 50K account, you just multiply this number by 5. You have a 100K account, you just multiply this number by 10. Simple and easy. Okay? So overall, and look, going back to what I was saying about, like when to go in and when to go all in and when to not go in. And listen to what I said literally last week. Maybe pause it and read this message to the community members. But there's a reason why we crush it. Now listen, previously, we used to offer a 7-day free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. Okay? Now what we've done is that we've actually changed that. So listen to what my man said over here. See if I can find his message. I don't know if I should go up or down. I don't know where I'm going anymore, to be real with you guys. I think maybe I should be going down. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. Okay, very good. We're on track now. Listen to what he said. He said, "Hi Sam, thank you for all work on the community. My 7 days trial finish was great. I think you can afford a membership after this week. 7K in 7 days you brought in. Again, previously we used to do a 7-day free trial. Now we don't do a 7-day free trial anymore. Now we do a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Look at what my mom says. This is SOUX. What a fucking banger. Making my account look fucking amazing, Sam. Bang. Look at that. That's the late entry too. Got in 10% higher than Sam. This is what I'm talking about. Again, he's talking about SOUX. It's at 60 now. This is literally yesterday. Long Bong says, I've been trading for a while, but with little knowledge, starting to make bigger gains, bigger plays after joining this group. I might keep my membership after my free trial. 12K in a single week. He's talking about I might. I had to page him. I was like, bro, man's up 12K talking about I might. It was funny. So once again, right now, next time, look at this. Running $100,000 off of a single trade. Read what he said. He said, but I'm happy to report since joining this community, I've completely turned my portfolio around. Right now, I'm up 100% on my... Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stuff, man. Justin says, fourth week as a member, fourth straight week exceeding my 2,500 weekly goal. So it says, thank you, purchasers, always on point. And 10% gains. And this was like beginning of October. Or actually, it was last week. It was Friday last week. So 10% in the month has just started pretty much. So give it a shot. Once again, 50% discount for the next 10 members that join. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. I look forward to meeting you guys in Top Trade Academy. With that said, your boy Sam from Top Trade Academy.